I'm an activist, an organizer, and a servant leader. I'm interested in working with BIPOC women and children to help facilitate community resources. I've previously worked with organizations which targeted queer and Black women and children who were victims of domestic violence and assault. I work with this population to secure relevant resources related to their immediate needs for food and shelter. I really vibe with the work that you do here at the YWCA and the involvement you have in fighting racism and uplifting women. I'd love to connect with you and your organization to explore opportunities where I might lend my skills to your mission, vision, and goals. Might I forward my resume to your office?
You're hired.
Thank you so much. All right, that was my elevator pitch, and it was one of the many skills, in addition to web design and coding, that I was fortunate enough to work on during my time in the YWeb Career Bootcamp. 15 weeks ago, I sat nervously in the classroom of the YWCA Enrichment Center with the other wonderful individuals who made up Cohort 17. I don't think a single one of us knew what a whirlwind of a ride we were about to embark on. Over the next 3 months, we would experience a great many things together. We received a good deal of exposure to our community and were given so many opportunities related to our personal and professional development. The boot camp brought a number of organizations to our classroom. Early on, we received a visit from Dave, giving us an insight into the resources and services that were available to anyone experiencing domestic violence. We were also visited by the Forward Services Corporation, who not only took the time to tell us about their resources, but even stayed to sign a few of us up for additional services and support through the FSET program. Recently, we were visited by the Wisconsin Women's Business Initiative Corporation. Those plucky and excitable ladies showed us the many resources they had available to those of us who were interested in becoming entrepreneurs. Our cohort was also fortunate to go on many field trips. We were treated to a financial literacy workshop sponsored by Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority at UW Credit Union, which was followed by the opportunity to speak one-on-one with financial counselors. The youngest member of our cohort was thrilled to open up their very first checking account that day. We also had quite a time visiting Paradigm, whose facilities seem to rival Google with their theme rooms, free snacks, and open bar. Most recently, we visited the offices of the UW Foundation, and we have been working with them in collaboration to learn the very important skill of Agile. Time and again, the YWCA proved to us that they were invested in our success. Here we have been surrounded by resounding support, whether it be with snacks in the cohort kitchen so that we could attend to our hangar, housing support during a time when Madison is experiencing a rental crisis, or transportation assistance in the form of bus passes or the much coveted gas cards. On more than one occasion, my heart was warmed by the visits from the children of my cohort mates. There were a number of times throughout the past few months when the schools were not in session, and we were given an open invitation to bring our children to class with us if that was an accommodation which we wanted or needed. I know that for me, it was a joy to share the classroom space with these young folks who are our future. Moreover, our cohort was encouraged to learn from and lean on one another, both as resources in learning and understanding coding, as well as expanding our minds by learning from one another's cultures and backgrounds. I personally have many disabilities. Sometimes I wake up in pain, and often it takes me a long time to even prepare to leave the house. I have never once left the YWCA Empowerment Center not feeling better than when I arrived. My cohort mates uplift me and support me. We have shared food amongst us as family. We have multiple graduates who attended culinary school, and the building has often been filled with the sounds of camaraderie and the smells of the delicious food shared. Like any family, we have clashed over coffee and restroom privacy. We have struggled together with integrity and principle, learning from one another and using restorative justice to gain knowledge and understanding of our differences. I appreciate each of you for digging in and being open to learning about and working through our social and cultural differences in a way which has left us feeling intact and respected. I have deeply loved the laughter and camaraderie within Cohort 17. The musical notes of my cohort siblings speaking English and French and other languages. And most of all, I basked in the learning, in the stripes that we have all earned by virtue of showing up every day. Even when the snow was knee-deep, even when we had not finished our assignments, even when the lecture was sure to go over our heads, we all persevered and we have reached the finish line together. Our next steps will take us away from each other into internships, entrepreneurships, tech jobs, and beyond. And as we move on from Cohort 17 and into our collective futures, we will remember with appreciation the friendships forged, the lessons learned, and the connections that we have made. So to the graduating class of the YWeb Career Academy, Cohort 17, I offer thanks for the journey on which we have collectively embarked, and prayers and blessings as we step into the unknown. Now finally, to close out, the members of the cohort would like to present tokens of appreciation to our instructors and administrators who invested in us. I have asked my esteemed associates, Becca, BC, Hema, Bella, and Chalisi to assist me. First, to Lexus, we thank you for being a cheerful and kind face to greet us each day. To Aurelia, we thank you for your lessons in soft skills and controversial games of Jeopardy. Oh, I guess Bella's just doing it all. Share the love, Bella. And to Ashley, we thank you for supporting this program and this cohort with your amazing work ethic and representation. Then, to our instructor of soft skills, our career counselor, and our cohort scrum master, Saul, we thank you for the care and support that you have shown to us. We see your hard work and appreciate you going the extra mile. And finally, to our tech instructor, Ola, there he is. We thank you for the many long hours that you put into planning our lessons, for encouraging us to push ourselves on learning new skills, and for your one-on-one attention to both our individual and collective growth. In conclusion, I have attended many classes, schools, and been part of many cohorts, and I have been privileged to participate in those. And I can say with honesty and sincerity that this experience was one of the best of my lifetime. Thank you.
I told y'all this cohort was special. Another round of applause for Ms. Renee. Next, I'm going to invite up my colleagues, Ola and Saul, to present the certificates. Maria, you?
How no day?
Next, please, Jamie Adwo. Congratulations, Jamie. Yes. Raima Bello. Come to the stage. Thank you to Mahmuna, the photographer, and also past YWeb student. Next, please, Marisia Bonnema. And then I want to recognize Candace Coleman. She worked really, really hard to come to this point, but she couldn't join us today. We'll keep her certificate. We'll give it to her later.
Okay, so next on the list is Rebecca Danladi. And the next person would be Isabella Denson. Next is going to be Chalasi Edo. All right, so I will call it Epifam Gossi. And next will be Emma Gurun. Next will be Taufika Jima.
Next one, Amir Kasai. Michelle Mukendi.
Daddy.
Renee Reed. our zip.
And I have next on the list is Jayas Sayat. Now, last but not the least, the man himself. Oh, my bad. Sorry. I would like to call on Austin Sims. And the man himself, Cody Wright.
Daddy, there's a lot of people.
Now we would like to invite Vanessa McDowell and Rashid to the stage, please, to take a group picture. Alexis, if you can, we'd like you to have here. The baby also can come.
There's 90 people. Now smile for us.